True reconciliation is never cheap, for it's based on forgiveness, which is costly. Forgiveness in turn depends on the repentance, which is based on acknowledgement on what was done wrong, and therefore the disclosure of the truth. You cannot forgive what you choose not to know. With these wise words in mind, I stand in strong affirmation of today's resolution. We will have the city to acknowledge its role and its past. We will have the city listen to our problems and stop throwing money at the problem and sweeping all of our problems and acting like it never existed in the first place.
And I am no longer that naive child. I know exactly what happened less than 5 minutes away from my family's home in 1921. Sometimes it seems we lose sight of the fact that the power of Black Wall Street was not its physical location or geography. Its power was derived from the victorious attitude of collectivism, determination, and resilience exhibited by the Black citizens of Tulsa. Before the Black Wall Street was burned down, it was a center of Black pride and independence. I believe that by giving youth of today a better opportunity, we can resurrect the spirit of Black Wall Street.
My problem with my opponent's plan is that it puts the cart before the horse. You cannot repair what you choose not to acknowledge.
My opponent's plan naively suggests that the knowledge of the past alone ensures the past won't repeat itself. This is not only a false premise, but it is dangerous. Last summer, the entire world watched as unarmed Black person after unarmed Black person was executed at the hands of the police. We have been talking for decades, but people still don't care. White fragility reigns supreme. Black trauma has been commodified. Black stories have been exploded. The internet is filled with example after example of modern day minstrels.
It's time to stop throwing money and empty apologies at this problem and start to solve with true reconciliation.
I think we have to make sure that these families who suffered so much in multi-generational wealth that's been lost, we have a responsibility to try to even the playing field and create equal and real opportunity for these families that had so much taken away from them. White America needs to know there's a false premise that things were okay because of the civil rights movement, and we are catching up because of affirmative action initiatives. Nothing could be further from the truth.
So I think all of the above, right? Which is why both Ethan and Jamaica were right. I mean, all that, right? All that needs to be part of what we're talking about when we're talking about reparations. And so the notion that, well, that was a long time ago, let's move on, is nonsense. We've not moved on because the consequences of what happened back in 1921 have not moved on. So of course, it makes sense to talk about reparations.